Hello, everybody. It's me, Andrew, from Andrew's Angel Readings, and welcome to your weekly reading for July 25th through the 31st. I am super excited about this week because my mom is coming to DC for the very first time. So I get to see my mom this she's coming for about 3.5 days. So I'm super excited um, to see my mommy because I haven't seen her in such a long time. So yay. I hope that this week has been going good. I hope your full moon went great. We're in a really wonderful time right now of really getting grounded and really getting down to the nitty gritty with that full moon that was in Capricorn, kind of pushing us in the way of the earthly things and the material things, and really getting away, getting rid of what's not practical for us, and really giving us that freedom to make the decisions that we need to make. So I'm using two decks this week. The main deck I'm going to be doing the reading from is the Angel Therapy Oracle cards. I was very, very drawn to use these cards, so I'm really excited to see what's going on, and I'm going to draw a card or two from the Loving Words from Jesus deck. I keep wanting to say Oracle deck, but it's not an Oracle deck. But I use it like one, whatever. I'm a rebel. So I feel like these two cards together is very loving, very peaceful energy. So, all right, that is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and there's another one. Oh, speaking of getting rid of things, Monday and Tuesday we have Cut Your Cords. So cut your cords with Archangel Michael. This says, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So we go into this week kind of guns blazing. And what they're bringing my attention is there is a lot going on in the world right now. There's, shootings, killings, bombings, just crazy things that are causing a lot of hurt and a lot of fear. And you need to cut your cords to that. Whether it's not watching the news, like I don't like to watch the news. I watch it about politics, but that's pretty much it. When it comes to like really heavy world events, I read the headlines and I don't really go any further, or I try not to. So this is cutting cords. So it's cutting cords to media outlets. They're kind of showing me removing yourself from media these 2 days at the beginning of the week to really ground yourself. And because stuff coming up in the middle of the week and the end of the week might require your attention a little bit more. But just so that Archangel Michael is with you in the beginning of the week to help you cut those cords and those attachments to fear and to anxiety and to negative energy, lower thoughts, worry, and pessimism. Wow, you cannot make this up. I knew there was a reason that I was supposed to use this deck, because in the middle of the week we have Vacuum Away Fear. We have Archangel Michael and Raphael. So the beginning of the week has you cutting cords. And like I said, the middle of the week something may come up, and it may be a world event, it may be an event in your personal life. But it may cause some fear and anxiety in you, because those of us that are really sensitive are really prone to get very upset and very emotional when things like this happen, when people die senselessly, and when events are very heavy. We feel those emotions and we get very upset, and we get very heartbroken, and we get very scared because we take on that fear of other people. But this card is saying it's time to vacuum away that fear. It says, call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. So you can actually do this on behalf of other people, on behalf of situations and locations. So if something goes on in the Middle East, ask Archangel Michael and Raphael to help vacuum away fear from that area, and help bring peace and love. And you can send your dragons there. That's something I've been learning about, is dragons, and how they can very, very, very much help those denser areas of energy. So we have cut your cords, and then we have vacuum away fear. We have clear yourself for the end of the week. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. This is a week and a half. So this week might have some heavier energies. It may have some. I'm gonna go ahead and see what this last card was. Wow, and it's God box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. This could be a Tupperware container. I mean, it does not have to be fancy. Like, it could be just like a cardboard box you have laying around. If you just designate that as your God box, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. But if you write down your fears and write down your worries, put them in there. This is also a card of giving those fears to the divine. Writing them down in your journal and maybe putting an X over them, saying that I'm getting rid of them. But the end of the week has you clearing yourself because, I feel like the beginning of the week has you really cutting your cords and releasing those attachments to fear and anxiety and negativity. But the middle of the week has you vacuuming away any fear that comes up with yourself, with others, and with situations. So it's yourself, but it's also helping others too. But they're really drawing back to cutting your cords because what they're saying here is that you cannot be effective. You cannot be as effective as you would like to be if you don't cut your cords to attachments to people, to places, things that are causing you to remain negative. Also thoughts and mindsets about certain things. Because then we get to the end of the week and it's about clearing yourself because it is going to be a heavy week. So take time for yourself at the end of the week on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to relax, to really just get away from things that are hurting you and to really, meditate, to send love and peace to those areas of the world and to yourself. And then to put yourself in a God box. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything that is, it can be a bowl, it doesn't really matter. Or you can do it like in your mind. You can visualize yourself writing down your fears, putting it in a box, and then burying the box. You can do that in the visualization. It doesn't matter as long as you do it. Give your fears to the divine. Give any worries, concerns, and write your desires on there too. Whatever you're wanting to manifest in your life, write those down. So we have a lot of angel therapy coming up this week. But now let's see what Jesus has to say, or what message Jesus has for us. So the first card is whatsoever I'm gonna read it like this. Whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven is the same as my brother and sister and mother. So what this is saying is whosoever shall do the will of my Father, that is love. The will of God, source, divine energy, whatever you want to call it, is love. That's the will. That's the plan. Love and peace and harmony and joy and prosperity and positivity and just overflowing amounts of love. So that's how we can get through this week, because it's going to be heavy. There's going to be media outlets that are blaming certain groups of people, that are marginalizing groups of people. And there's going to be some fear energy this week. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. I feel like there is definitely a heavy energy to this week. And it really has to do with, how you are going to clear yourself and how you are going to help other people. Because here's the thing. They just showed me this vision of a lighthouse. And when you cut your cords to drama and to negativity, and when you vacuum away that fear constantly, this isn't just a this week thing. This is on a continual basis. You become that lighthouse for other people because your light shines brighter. And people are drawn to you. And they notice how peaceful you are. And they're going to ask you, how are you so peaceful? And you're like, I just am. I do this, and this. This is how I do things. And they're going to be like, oh, wow, that's awesome. And you can help someone else. That's what it's about. It's about, what they just showed me is reaching out your hand and helping other people through their situations, and then that person is going to gain the strength to help another person, and it's just going to be a chain effect or domino effect, rather, but not falling down but picking up, a reverse domino effect. um, it's so very important. It's so very important this week to stay grounded because it's going to get intense. The last card I drew is pray always. Pray always. And it's almost what I forgot where I read this at, but it's almost like everything you do is a prayer. Everything that you think is a prayer. Everything that you do is a prayer. Everything that you say is a prayer, and it's a prayer of negativity or a prayer of positivity, and it's something that I need to work on for myself as well. So I thank you for bringing that up. But it's very hard to realize that, though. It's very hard to look at yourself and to see, okay, I need to change this behavior because, worry and pessimism is a prayer for negativity. Optimism and positivity and, a joyful outlook is a prayer for those things that come into your life. So I am going to leave you guys with that. Just don't let it get to you this week. Unplug. If you have, like I had the CNN app on my phone, I'm going to disable notifications. I'm not going to watch the news. I'm going to really try to be centered and be grounded in my spiritual cocoon. So that's all I got for you this week. I am amazed at the clarity and the cohesiveness of this reading with this major theme that we have going on. But yeah, so if you would like a reading with me, you can book it in the at the link below, and we can hang out on Skype. We can talk on the phone, or I can shoot you an email to answer some of those questions you have. My course for Angels and Tarot goes live on September 6th. So you can find that course at the Tarot Reader Academy at the Tarot Readers Academy Tarot Summer School. I'll put that link below as well because there's an amazing offer on all the classes. There's some amazing teachers that I'm honestly honored to be in the presence of. We have Benabel Wynn, we have Bridget Esselmont from Biddy Tarot, and Benabel Wynn is the author of Holistic Tarot. We have Ethany Dawn, and tons of Vix from New Age Hipster, so many wonderful, Chelsea Noble from Noble Lion Prince, amazing people. So definitely check that out at the link below. And there's also a free ebook that I wrote for Biddy Tarot. If you want to download that, totally 100% free. I will include that in the link below as well. Angel blessings to each and every one of you. Stay safe this week. Stay grounded. Cut your cords and ask for help. Angel blessings. Bye.